What's up, you guys? We're out here in Birmingham, Alabama today. We got to go see some clients today. We're bringing them lunch. We got some things to do for work. We have a podcast that we're editing. I'm going to take you along for the journey. Let's go. All right, so we're starting it off strong. I got to look at these clients that we're going to. It looks like we're going to 5 clients today. So we're going to go pick up some donuts or some bagels, and then we got to do a lot of driving. So let's go do it. Just getting done here. Just got packed up from my Marriott, got ready for the day. Let's get on the road and let's go see some clients. As someone who has a full-time job, is a full-time content creator, and also runs his own business, I have to be super disciplined and regimented about my life. And so I'm just gonna take you out for a day to show you what life looks like on the road and how I run my business and how I run my full-time job and content creation all at once. So let's go. So we went to our first place to get bagels and they said that they can't do 2 dozen bagels. I probably should have called ahead, but you know, we'll figure it out. Time to check out the next spot. Let's go. I will say something that I'm working on is self-expression and expressing myself more authentically, maybe is the way. Like, I'm a pretty passionate dude. And so when I feel like I get on camera, I feel like I get a little bit of a monotone, and I don't want to be that way. So let's try and be a little bit more expressive today. Come on, let's go. So we just got the bagels. It's a lot of bagels, man. Look at this. Got myself some breakfast too. All right, so I'm here to see my first client. I got my bagels and cream cheese ready to give to them. So I realized I didn't say what exactly I'm selling. I am selling a construction product to different branches throughout the regions of the United States, and I'm trying to get them to stock our product in their warehouses so that they can sell them. And so I'm trying to sell them on programs. They've already done work with us in the past, and I'm trying to sell them on programs in order to stock our product at a higher quantity. So let's go see if we can make some sales today. This last visit was a great example of the fact that you never know what you're walking into as a salesman. I walked in with my sales cap on and was ready to sell, and come to find out within about 5 minutes of just talking to them that one of their employees suddenly passed away last night for some respiratory stuff, and it was sudden. And he's been at the company for years, and that it's a sobering moment, and it was a sobering environment to walk into, but it's just a reminder that like life is short. And not only that, but like as a salesman, what you're wanting to do more than anything else is build trust with your clients and to meet them where they are, rather than trying hard to sell them on something that they don't really need, just be an extra burden on them. So as a salesman, you don't want to sell something that people don't need, because that doesn't establish trust. So you never know what you're walking into when you get into sales, and make sure you meet your clients where they are and serve them where they are, and don't try and hard sell them on something they don't need. Life is short, and so enjoy the moments that you have today, because you don't know how many more you have left, whether it be your colleagues or your family or your friends. But let's go see another client and see if they might need our product. I'm on the road to client number 2 today, and I just was thinking about content creation in general. I have a friend, or she's not a friend, I don't know her, but she's a fellow content creator who I've been following for a little bit, and she just made $1.2 million in 3 days selling a digital product. And I just am blown away. The longer I'm in content creation, the longer I have this company, this influencer management company that I own, where I help content creators and influencers monetize their social media and build businesses around their personal brand. The longer I'm in this world, which, you know, it's only been 8 months, the longer I'm in this world, the more it just is shocking how many ways there is to make money online. The capabilities of changing your life in a matter of 3 days, the opportunities to change your life in 3 days, $1.2 million in 3 days that this girl made, just because she's selling a digital product that adds value to people's lives. There are so many different things we can do in the world, so many different things we can do through content creation that really truly adds value to people's lives. And man, I love content. I love the self-expression of content. and I love how it just gets you outside of yourself and brings like vitality and color back into your life, especially when, this isn't true for me, but from those people who have jobs that they hate, content creation has like a special and unique ability to like get you outside of the echo chamber of your little world and just to express yourself through this. I'm just talking to my camera. So go freaking start creating content. Maybe you're not called to it, so don't do it if you're not. But man, it has been such a fun journey up to this point, and I just am looking forward to what the next decade holds. Imagine me doing this for a decade and where and what opportunities could happen in a decade. I'm excited and I'm committed to it because, man, it just like, I love expressing myself and trying to help other people find lives of purpose and to get outside of their own world and to have high expectations for their life. So I don't know where I was going with that, but we're still on our way to client 2, 10 minutes away. We'll talk soon. Client number 2 here. This is not somebody who I'm going to try and get to stock. They just do a lot of work with us, and we're just here to say thank you and to build a relationship with them, introduce myself in person. So let's go do it. All right, finish up with client number 2. They loved it. It was a great conversation. They love our product, and we have a great relationship with them. So I gave them some merch just to say thank you. Gave them the bagels. Potentially gonna do an installation with them tomorrow. Waiting to hear back. But let's go ahead and let's go to client number 3 because we're kind of late on time. We have a lunch at 11:30 and it's about an hour and a half drive away. So I need to get done with this next client in the next 30 minutes in order to make it on time to that lunch. So let's make this happen. So I'm running a little bit further behind than I want to, so I actually just requested that 11:30 lunch to be pushed towards noon. So we'll see what happens there. I'm about an hour and a half away, and I'm just going to see this last client here just for a second, just to thank them. They've also done a ton of work with us in the past, and so really hoping to put them on our program, and really excited for what's coming. But let's go ahead and see if we can make this lunch on time. Client number 3 is a wrap. You know, like I said, every place you go is very unique. There was one person I was greeted at the door by a dog barking at me, and they were just slammed, and they didn't have much time to give to me. They didn't have, they gave me about 5 minutes of their time, gave them the bagels, asked them if there's any way that we can serve them as a company, and that was about it. And so some of these clients are just busy, and that's okay because we are here to help them thrive, and we want to see them thrive. And so if that means giving them space, that's what that means. But it was great to even talk for just 5 minutes. So thankfully, client number 4 has said we can push lunch back to noon. So now we're doing an hour and a half car ride all the way to this client, and we're gonna go get some steaks. All right, let's do this thing. So an hour and a half drive. People usually just listen to music and enjoy themselves, clear their head and go. But because of how much I'm trying to run, I'm having to do stuff while I'm driving. And when I say do stuff, I have to think actively about things. I need to be getting on phone calls. I need to be taking meetings. So just now I had 3-4 meetings that I just did. And I just got done talking to Claude for the last 30 minutes about live streaming methods and how I can increase the live streaming methods. And so it is about utilizing the time that you have for these different things and maximizing the amount that you can actually output with the time that you are given. And that is how I've been able to operate these 3 different categories of my life, business, career, and content creation all at once, is because I'm not wasting a ton of time in the middleman process of taking a ton of time between tasks. And that's where a lot of the time killer happens. So if you're gonna operate at a high capacity, you need to shrink those times as much as possible. But yeah, so you gotta maximize your amount of time based on what you're given. I have about, I think 30 more minutes of driving. So I'm gonna try and, spend a little time thinking about what I have to do for this next meeting and for the afternoon. But I have a podcast to edit tonight, and so I need to think about how to do the 3 or 4 tasks that I have to do tonight in the most efficient way possible. That way I can maximize my time tonight when I have time off. I gotta get a workout in tonight, gotta take care of the body, And yeah, we'll see what happens, but come along for the journey. Let's go. Fortunately, it did not take me as long to get here as I thought, so I'm about 10 minutes out, but I'm gonna lock in for the next hour and get some stuff done before, it's like 45 minutes that I have before this lunch meeting. And so I'm not gonna do any of this long form stuff while I'm doing that. And so we'll talk after lunch. Super excited for the lunch. This client is on the edge of stocking, and I'm hoping to kind of push them over the edge because they really buy enough from us that stocking isn't going to be any issue for them at all, because they actually need to be stocking. So this is definitely a need that they have. So I'm going to try and push them over the edge for what they need. You know, we put some systems in place at work to really promote this program that we have. So hopefully some of those different things we put in place will kind of push them over the edge to becoming a distributor. Also, when I'm thinking about content and I'm thinking about what it means to produce, because I produce a ton of content. I mean, I post at least 5 short form content reels every single day on multiple platforms, which takes a lot of time. And so I'm always thinking about how I can make my content most efficient. How can I record in such a way where I have to do the least amount of editing? Because that's really important. The editing process takes a ton of time for content creators. And so streamlining what you do, making templates for what you do in order to minimize the editing that's needed, helps you to produce a lot more. And so I've been thinking about that over the last couple of minutes, and super excited to, this is my first vlog for the work that I do when it comes to traveling. And so as I continue to do this, I'm looking forward to finding better ways to maximize my efficiencies to keep from having to do a ton of editing. So gonna get a bunch of work done, gonna have a good lunch. We'll talk after lunch. Peace. All right, here we are. Panera Bread. Boom. Let's go get some work done. So we just got done with lunch, and it was a very successful lunch, and we closed them on the stocking deal, and it was like 2.5 hours, I think. But now I'm on my way to my last distributor for the day, client number 5, and then we are going to get a workout in. So let's go see this last client. Let's go get some work done, and then let's go take care of the body, get a workout in. So we're almost there. I'm feeling it a little bit. I'm a little tired right now, so I might have to take like a 30-minute reset. But yeah, we're doing pretty good. So this video is supposed to be a daily vlog, and I got pulled over. I will say that's not part of the daily schedule. Unfortunately, I got pulled over though. I was going 15 miles an hour over, trying to pass a semi truck that was frustrating me. So unfortunately, I got pulled over. Did not get a ticket. That's grace right there. Got some gas, time to get back on the road. Let's go see client number 5. All right, my voice, whoa. We're here to see our last client of the day. We got some more bagels. They're still good, but man, it's a little longer than I wanted it to be to get to this last client. Excited to go see them, meet them, so let's go do it. Had a really productive conversation with the guy at this location, one of our clients. Had a really productive call with my boss to talk through strategy, and then called the outside sales rep for this company to discuss with him a couple things. He didn't answer, unfortunately, so hoping to hear back from him soon. But that is a successful 5 locations that I hit today. We're going back to Birmingham to get a workout at the YMCA. We're gonna circle back tomorrow, heading back to Nashville tomorrow. A really productive day. Got so much done. Have so much more work to do tonight, but it's just simple tasks that need to get done. So I have like a dozen tasks that need to be done. So gonna spend 2 or 3 hours on the computer, spend 2 or 3 hours working out, spend 2 or 3 hours creating some content, and then by that time it'll be midnight. So thanks for coming along the journey today, and maybe we'll take some videos at the YMCA, but also maybe not. I might not want to, but I'm glad you got to come with me today. So peace out.